heard of Joan Baez. You've heard of the Marin County hero, Elvin Bishop, Jackson Brown, Judy Collins, the Doobie Brothers, the Indigo Girls, Graham Nash, Boss Gaggs, a Bay Area hero, and more. They've all participated at one time or another in Bread and Roses. Bread and Roses is a group of musicians and performers who bring entertainment to people who can't get out to see it. People that live in nursing homes, for example. That'd be a fine example of what Bread and Roses does in the community. Our guest is going to tell us a little bit more about the work that she's going to do for Bread and Roses. She looks fabulous today. She's wearing some of her artwork. She is a designer. Her name is Sudha Pennathur, and she is working with Bread and Roses on a benefit, a sale of jewelry and scarves and handbags and more, and it's coming up. Sudha, welcome. Nice to have you on the show.
Thank you, John. It's a pleasure to be here.
The necklace around your neck really is beautiful. What is it made out of for people that can't see? Can you describe it for us?
Sure. It's made out of sterling silver, and it's hand-painted on glass and embedded in there. And there are many such unique pieces that we have done for the various museum shops around the country, the Smithsonian, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, Chicago Art Institute, and so on.
So you do this, you've done this for years as a living. This is your job.
I have.
How did you get involved with Bread and Roses?
Well, several years ago, Cassandra Flipper, our executive director, called me, and she and I had worked together at Levi Strauss and invited me to join the board. And it's probably one of the smartest and the nicest decisions I've made. I'm now the co-chair of Bread and Roses, and this year will be a phenomenal year. We look forward to raising a lot of money, both through individual contributions as well as through sales like the ones we're having now.
And all of these items on display will be just yours or from other artists as well?
No, they will be all the things I have designed over the several years. And this special collection is put together to benefit Bread and Roses, and all the sale proceeds and the profits will go to Bread and Roses.
Again, for people that are unfamiliar, did I explain it right at the top of our chat? These performers that I mentioned, very famous, legendary musicians, do they do this on a regular basis? Do they do one-offs? Or how does the organization set up shows for these very special audiences?
Well, we have 1,200 performers who are volunteers who contribute their time and effort to Bread and Roses every year. We perform about 500 shows a year to institutions around the Bay Area. The people that you mentioned are celebrity headliners, and they perform by request, and they do contribute their time, and it's done once a year during an annual fundraiser. And this coming year, it will be in March at some time, and we can't yet announce the headliner, but it will be something wonderful and exciting.
Well, of course it will. And these things are always a complicated work in progress to accommodate their schedules. They're happy to do it, but you just need to work out all the fine.
Exactly.
And a lot of them have very close Bay Area connections. I know that Al Stewart is from Marin County. Neil Young lives on the peninsula. These are very familiar names. Ann Wilson of the group Heart has Bay Area connections as well. What medium is your favorite to use to make your jewelry? Well,
it's, John, this is going to be a collection of not just jewelry, but you'll find ornaments that are at Saks Fifth Avenue. You'll find jewelry that is in the different museum catalogs. The jewelry itself is made of semi-precious stones and sterling silver. The textiles and the home furnishings and Christmas ornaments are made out of velvet and gold and semi-precious stones and beading, and everything is hand done. And on the other side, all my artisans, we have 2,000 artisans working for me who are all handcrafted, hand-done items. They're all items done by hand. And these people are as poor and as gifted as are the people that we are bringing our live entertainment to. So there's a real empathy and connection between the two. Every sale is going to benefit not only the people who are here, but also the artisans who actually made it. So our main focus is Bread and Roses, and we are very, very pleased that the artisans have contributed their time and effort to make this happen as well.
So it's very grassroots, very bottom-up.
It really is.
These aren't just people who have pieces of their work in major department stores and big art galleries.
Actually, all the items are in major and unique and high-end.
So they actually are?
Yes, museums and high-end department stores and high-end specialty stores like Neiman Marcus, like Saks Fifth Avenue. And they're all handcrafted items. There is nothing machine made in any of the things that you're going to see.
What was your first moment when you told yourself, I need to get involved with this organization? Who did you come across?
I went to a show, a benefit show.
You went to a show.
And it was amazing. The people who came in totally uninvolved with the world and cut off, started hearing the music, and pretty soon you saw the light in their eyes. They started tapping their feet and clapping. And these were people who were totally isolated and didn't know that anyone loved them or cared for them. Music has this wonderful power of healing, and that's what we brought to this institution.
Before we go, how can regular folks help out if they're unable to attend this event? What can regular folks do to assist Bread and Roses?
Wonderful question. We look for individual donations, and that's how we are supported. If you go to the website, breadandroses.org, and any check of any amount is welcome. You can donate online or send your checks to Bread and Roses at 233 Tamalpais Drive, Suite 100, Corte Madera, California, 94925. We are very grateful for any generosity and all generosity from our donors.